Hey everyone! I'll be making my first Super Smash Bros. Tutorial video tonight. For my first one, I'll be going over what is considered to be the crown jewel of my roster of characters, Mega Man. At first glance, Mega Man is pretty weak. He doesn't even have a forward tilt attack, and he has a pretty worthless down B. At first glance, at least. And a host of other moves that have a lot of cooldown. It takes some practice to make the Blue Bomber effective, but when you do, boy is he fun. To start, let's go over the basics. You have your standard A moves. The Mega Buster rounds, a la the Lemons, are your standard and advancing A moves. Kind of worthless for the most part. If you want to use them, really stick to one at a time. Once you get to 3, you suffer from some really bad cooldown, which leaves you wide open. The lack of a range too kind of makes the move moot. Next is the up tilt, his uppercut. A nasty move for sure, if landed properly. If you hit them right in the face, it's roughly a KO at about 90 to 100%. Nasty stuff. However, if you miss or hit them wrong, like at the top of the arc, you can find yourself wide open for a counter. So use when you are certain it'll land, typically during a cooldown phase, primarily after a block. Down tilt is extremely useful. His slide is a relatively safe move with decent knockback. It's great for keeping the opponent around mid-range, exactly where Mega Man does his best work. It gives you good coverage and doesn't have too bad of a cooldown phase, so get comfortable with this move. It's extremely handy. Forward Smash, the charged Mega Buster. This move is another move you need to kind of plot out. It packs a punch and is amazing for edge guarding due to its range. However, it suffers from, again, some cooldown, and it also can be reflected. It's a rare forward smash that acts as a projectile. However, it doesn't clash with other ones. So functionally, it's like sort of a projectile. Down smash. Extremely powerful move a la the uppercut. Covers both sides alright. However, it is another dangerous move that needs to be landed properly to really work. It can finish a foe easily if landed up close. If missed, or if you don't get them right, you're very open for a punish. Up smash. Not a bad move. You can combo into another one out of the same move. Nice priority. And it can beat many down A moves from an airborne opponent. Pretty solid. For the A's in general, you'll find me sticking to a lot of slides. Sometimes mixing in a smash here and there where I feel the time is right. A lot of Mega Man's game revolves around edge guarding with these and other specials. As for specials, he has a pretty fun arsenal. His standard A is the extremely versatile Metal Blade. Not only is this an easy to use projectile, you can also change its direction. Due to this, you're able to use the blade in a multitude of ways. One of my favorites is guessing where the opponent might appear and sending a blade in that direction as I advance from the ground, or air, depending on where they are and what you need to get accomplished. It's a superb zoning move. You can also throw it down and pick it up to use it in various other tricks, mainly with the Leaf Shield. You can also use it upon recovery downwards by throwing it down as you descend. Speaking of which, the Leaf Shield, the biggest surprise in his arsenal. What was deemed as a worthless move actually has some fun applications. First off, the Leaf Shield is always active, even on dodges and grabs, allowing you for some extra defense and extra damage upon doing said moves. Another function of the Leaf Shields revolve around something called Leaf Locking, a favorite technique of mine. You can use the shield's stun damage to allow you to combo into another move such as a footstool off the edge. Against the right foe, you can force them out of their up B and send them straight down for an easy KO. There are downsides, however. First off, you are unable to do any attacks other than grab or throwing an item while the move is active. It is also temporary, so be sure to have a plan before using it. In conjunction with the Leaf Lock technique, you can drop a picked up Metal Blade, a la Z-dropping, on an opponent's head while you're in the air. Due to the slow trajectory of the blade, it allows for another move to combo into it as you hit the ground ahead of the blade. Combining it with the Leaf Lock or Leaf Shield, it can set up for some nice combinations. Next is the forward special, the Crash Bomb, a timed explosive attack. It can be a trusty annoyance to invoke on your foe, However, if they get too close to you, it can be swapped onto you instead. There's a lot of clever ways you can use this, just be sure to stay away from the opponent while it happens. The up B, the Rush Coil, great height, leaves you a bit open though. It also does no damage, best used as a defensive move for the most part. Before the latest patch, there was a technique called the Rush Cancel. In the middle of any kind of combination, you had a very good chance to literally just up B out of it. Gone now, but worth making a note of it. As for his air moves, he has some fun options. Standard A is a lemon shot, has nice knockback, it's more useful than its ground counterpart. Forward A is a flame sword, solid coverage and range, expect to use this a lot in battle. Beware of some mild cooldown if you plan to hit someone who is standing. Up A is the air shooter, extremely fun move, which can KO around 120% give or take a bit. Link players hate this one. The down A they like to use so much is really hurt against this move. Back A, the Slash Claw. Lots of fun. It's got a smaller hitbox than the Flame Sword, however it packs a serious punch when landed. Down A is the Hard Knuckle. It's a really hard move to land, no pun intended. However, if you get the sweet spot on the fist, it is a powerful meteor. He also has a pretty strong dash attack. It's got a little bit of armor actually going on there. It can be comboed into itself actually. Be mindful though, if it collides with something else, it will make you sometimes go into using the lemon. But usually it's a pretty safe move. I like it a lot. Lastly, Mega Man has an amazingly good grab. Very easy to throw out, good damage, even on the back throw it can KO. I expect to use this very often in battle. Soon I plan to make more advanced videos, however this should be enough to get you going on using the Blue Bomber to smash some skulls in. If you like what you've heard, as always, hit the subscribe button below. Thanks.